Michelle Obama's life has been anything but ordinary. From an unexpected childhood struggle to the pressures of being the First Lady, her story is filled with moments that will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about her. But there's one shocking detail from her past that few people talk about, and once you hear it, you'll never look at her the same way again. Before she became one of the most influential women in the world, Michelle LaVaughn Robinson grew up on the south side of Chicago in a tiny apartment with her parents and older brother. Money was tight, but her parents made sure education was a top priority. She was a brilliant student, skipping second grade and later graduating as the top student in her high school. But what most people don't know is that despite her academic excellence, she faced relentless doubts about whether she truly belonged in spaces dominated by privilege and power. Even her school counselor told her she wasn't Princeton material. But Michelle didn't let that stop her. She not only got into Princeton, but she excelled. Still, the struggles didn't end there. As a Black woman in a predominantly white university, she often felt isolated. She wrote about feeling like an outsider, something she would continue to experience even as she climbed higher, but nothing could have prepared her for what came next. After Princeton, she attended Harvard Law School, proving every doubter wrong. She built a successful legal career but soon realized she wasn't passionate about corporate law. Instead, she made a life-changing decision. She left behind a high-paying job to work in public service. That decision would lead her down a path that changed history. But there was one moment in her early career that few people ever talk about, a moment that revealed a side of Michelle Obama that would shock many. During her time at a Chicago law firm, she was assigned to mentor a young summer associate. That intern was none other than Barack Obama. Yes, their love story started in an office, and even though he was immediately drawn to her, Michelle wasn't interested at first. She thought dating a colleague would be unprofessional. But fate had other plans. The two connected, and soon their relationship became one of the most talked-about love stories in modern history. But what happened behind closed doors was far from the fairy tale people imagined. When Barack entered politics, Michelle wasn't thrilled. She knew the sacrifices that came with it. She was raising two young daughters while dealing with brutal public scrutiny. Every choice she made, every outfit she wore, every word she spoke was analyzed, criticized, and turned into headlines. It wasn't just about supporting her husband. She had to carve out her own identity in a role that came with unrealistic expectations. And when she finally became First Lady, the challenges only got bigger. Few people realize just how much pressure Michelle faced, from dealing with racism in the media to balancing her role as a mother and a global icon. Every day was a battle. But the most shocking part? There were times when she secretly wanted to walk away. She later admitted that there were moments during Barack's presidency when she felt completely alone despite being surrounded by people. The White House felt like a cage, and she struggled to hold it all together. But instead of breaking, she transformed that struggle into something powerful. Michelle redefined what it meant to be a First Lady. She became a role model, advocating for education, health, and military families. But it wasn't just her speeches and initiatives that made her unforgettable. It was her honesty. She spoke about her struggles, about marriage counseling, about feeling invisible at times, things most political figures would never admit. And that's what made people connect with her. But there's still one part of her story that surprises everyone. After leaving the White House, Michelle made a shocking confession. She revealed that for years, she struggled with self-doubt, questioning whether she was truly making a difference. Even after inspiring millions, she still fought against the same insecurities she had as a young girl in Chicago. That honesty was what made her even more powerful. And today, she continues to inspire people across the world, proving that no matter how successful someone appears, they're still human. Now the question is, what do you think about Michelle Obama's journey? Did any part of her story surprise you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the stories that keep you talking.